Hi there folks, Joel Self, Outdoor Instructor here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and the back of the Instructor mobile. Today we're doing the video here because I'm out on a walk and I've just set up to have some lunch at my starting point, and the view here, I'll show you in a second, is absolutely incredible. Looks really beautiful out over the hill here. It is really rainy though, so a bit of cloud coming across at the moment. All of that aside, today's video is a Q&A. We're going to be talking through 3 different questions that I've been sent in. Now, I've done quite a few Q&As, so I'm keen to get your feedback as my audience. If you think the format's been done to death and you would rather I left Q&As for a while and we sort of crack on with some other bits and pieces, let me know in the comments. Equally, if you think, nope, they're brilliant, I've got loads of questions I want to keep sending in, because you guys are sending in a lot of questions, far more than I feel I can keep up with at the moment, then yeah, keep sending those in, comment them below, email me, drop my business page on Facebook, message, whatever is easiest for you, and hopefully your question will get answered at some point, as long as people aren't sort of overwhelmingly saying stop with the Q&As. So the 3 questions we've got today to answer are, first off, from Sarah asking, what is most rewarding, working with children or adults? Now, I'm going to cheat, I'm afraid. Basically, it was really hard to pick, and I've thought about this for a long time, because this question was asked over a week ago now, so sort of catching up with it. But when it comes to instructing children, children will be reliant on me being their instructor throughout, for potentially years before they become truly independent and they can carry on to do their own thing. And adults, you almost expect that, yeah, after a course, they will go on and do their own thing. And so I like to have the middle ground where I work with teenagers, and they'll come in and they'll they might be a bit frightened, try and play it off, bit too cool to be frightened. That's fine, if that's how you feel, cool. And they'll come out with me for a day or for a session, whatever the case may be, doing an activity, and they'll, potentially be quite worried. And then by the end of the day, they've sort of grown into it, and they go, oh yeah, this is actually flipping ace, I really enjoyed this. And getting that feedback from them saying, yeah, I came thinking I was not going to enjoy it, and I've loved whatever it's been. It might have been archery, it might have been air rifle shooting, it might have been climbing, indoor or out, it could have been anything. And to get that level of satisfaction and enjoyment out of somebody who came with this I'm too cool for it attitude, it is always a big win for me and makes me feel really, really happy, especially when that person then continues to either come out with me for sessions, or they keep coming to the climbing wall, or maybe they go off to university or something like that. They join a mountaineering society, and then I get an email in 6 months saying, oh yeah, we've got this trip off to wherever. And I'm thinking, wow, that started from something that we did however long ago. It might have been just a 2-hour session introducing you to something you'd totally written off before, and that's really rewarding. So I'm going to cheat and say I don't find adults or children dissatisfying to work with, but teenagers, let's say they're the most satisfying. Anyway, I've sort of rambled about that one, so let's hop on to Mark's question. It's about my EDC. Now, that's everyday carry. I had to sort of really think about that before I realised what he was talking about. But Mark asks, what's my EDC? Your everyday carry ordinarily, and Mark is from the US, refers to your firearms that you carry around with you on a day-to-day basis. I don't carry firearms around with me on a day-to-day basis. We don't do that here in the UK. So Mark, that may be a surprise. It may not be. I'm not 100% sure where you were coming in on that. So hopefully that already is a bit of a help and an insight. But my EDC, therefore, if we sort of ignore the fact that firearms would have ever been included, mobile phone, which is actually filming at the moment, so this is just the case, which is a bit tatty and probably needs replacing. But mobile phone, a sort of rip-off Leatherman style multi-tool knife. So it's got pliers and various different blades and saws, and even got a screwdriver on it. So yeah, I mean, that's quite handy. Nothing particularly special about it, but it's just in my pocket and helps do a load of different random jobs. And then last 2, we got a wallet, because everyone carries a wallet every day, I think, and a car key. Now, this doesn't look much like a car key. That's because the Landy just swallows it. But there we go, that's my EDC. Sorry if that's not quite what you were expecting, Mark, but maybe just the idea that here in the UK we don't carry firearms all the time is sort of answer enough to that question, really. Final question is from Jason, saying, why do I do the job I do? Well, I feel like that's kind of been covered in the first point. It's a really rewarding job, but it also isn't it doesn't feel like work, is what I'm getting at. So I can take people out, we can go for a walk, we can go out into the hills, it can be lowland stuff, we can do bushcraft, whatever the case may be, and it'll be really good fun, not just for the group, but for me as an instructor. And so I instruct things that I personally enjoy doing. So I enjoy climbing, so I take people climbing, and it means I get to do a bit of climbing. I get to spend time around people who are really excited by that. So going to work never feels like work, and that's a massive draw for me to do this style of job. It does what it needs to do, it pays me, and I get to have a good time whilst I'm doing it. I don't see the appeal myself personally of sitting in an office, so I'm glad that I've sort of taken the path I have and ended up where I am. So those are the 3 questions we were going to cover. That middle one a bit unusual, but hopefully we've covered it adequately there. For now though, that's all we've got time for. I would really like to encourage anyone who's new to the channel, have a look around, check out the other videos, but also don't forget to click both the subscribe button and the bell icon, so every time a new video comes out from me, you'll get a notification about it. All that being said, we're going to leave the video there for now. I've been Joel, Self-Hattler Instructor. Goodbye.